They told you it was common sense. But what if it's just quiet self-destruction dressed in tradition? What if the things you were taught to live by are the very things silently undoing you? Here are 9 lies you were told in the name of wisdom, but they only taught you to suffer silently. Number 9. Always forgive and forget. Because emotional amnesia is the gold standard for peace, right? Someone betrays you, and instead of holding them accountable, you're told to move on. You're expected to shake hands with the person who set the fire and thank them for the warmth. Forget what they did. Pretend it didn't shape you. Let it sit in your bones. Rot silently and still smile. That's what they call maturity. No confrontation, no self-respect. Just keep swallowing the poison and call it healing. Number 8. Put others first. All the time. No exceptions. Because apparently, the more you self-sacrifice, the better your moral credit score. Who cares if your needs are unmet? Who cares if your boundaries are paper thin? As long as you're being a good person, right? Give until you're hollow. Love until it hurts. And when you finally collapse from emotional malnourishment, they'll say you were so generous. Number 7. Speak only when spoken to. Because nothing screams socially acceptable like learned helplessness. Don't be loud. Don't be angry. Don't disagree. Hold it in. Swallow your truth until your throat becomes a graveyard of things you never said. They teach you this under the label of discipline. But really, it's just quiet programming. The kind that makes you small enough to be tolerated and invisible enough to be forgotten. Number 6. If it's not hurting, it's not working. Yes. Grind until you bleed. Sacrifice your sleep, your sanity, your soul because pain equals progress, right? If you're tired, push harder. If you're broken, you're just not trying hard enough. This is the gospel of overachievers. If it doesn't nearly kill you, you're doing it wrong. Number 5. Don't air your dirty laundry. No one wants to see your mess. Keep your trauma behind your teeth. Bleed internally. Smile externally. Because vulnerability makes people uncomfortable. And discomfort is taboo. So curate your misery. Make it aesthetically pleasing. And when you finally break, do it quietly so no one else has to clean it up. Number 4. Time heals everything. Lie. Time doesn't heal. It just hides. Push it far enough down, and eventually, even you will forget what's festering. You won't feel the pain not because it's gone, but because you've built your personality around not noticing it anymore. They call it moving on. But what it really means is, bury it and smile. Number 3, follow your heart. Because emotions never lie, right? Ignore logic. Ignore experience. If your heart says jump, you jump. Even if you've jumped before and shattered every part of yourself. Call it love. Call it fate. Call it destiny. Even when it drags you by the throat into the same cycle again. But hey, at least you felt something. Number 2, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, except when it leaves you numb, cold, and permanently exhausted. Sometimes what doesn't kill you just leaves you waiting for something that finally will. You adapt, sure, but not in a noble way. You adapt like a broken machine, functional but glitching, alive but haunted. And they call it resilience because it sounds prettier than traumatized. Number 1, just be yourself. That's the cruelest joke of them all. Be yourself, but only the parts they find palatable. Be authentic, but make sure your flaws are marketable. And your sadness is inspirational. Don't be too weird. Don't be too honest. Don't be too much of anything, or you'll be too hard to love. So, no. Don't be yourself. Be the filtered version, the safe version, the one that gets applause instead of silence, the one that survives. If this felt a little too real, subscribe before you forget who you were, before the world rewrote you.